Hi traders, this is Mario from fxotherway, the channel for traders run by a trader. In this video I will show you very easy way to find the turning point dates so you could forecast future reversal points of the market. So let's start the rock and roll. I've shown you in one of my previous videos the way to determine the points, turning points of the market using the octave, the 8 points, 8 lines. So I was dividing this big move in 8 parts, and each of these 8 parts might have been a turning point, like happened here, here. Resistance and support areas are just formed by this line. Watch my other video over there. And the other way of finding time factor, I use something which is called cycle lines. The cycle lines, after finding the first impulse of the market, the cycles were supposed to show us the places where the market might have turned. Unfortunately, this method doesn't work all time and it's got a pretty big error factor, so it's not that easy. It needs other indicators. Today I will show something absolutely different, something which will help you to determine those points, those cycles of the market, as W.D. Gann used to call them. So let's go and find it out. So on this chart, I use it trading view. It's well known, it's free, you can use it. You probably will find it on the net. So I draw here an arc, one arc. I start from this one, just to be honest, and draw it this way. It's not very precise, but it just shows from this bottom to this bottom. I considered is a kind of cycle. After I multiply those arcs, I added 2 over here and another 4 over here. They are not very precise, but just to give you an idea. And the other cycle, the bigger one, I made over here between this line and this line. So you might say that in one of this bigger cycle, this cycle contains 2 smaller ones. So after multiplying those semicircles over here and the bigger ones over here, you might find those places. So up to here we had determined this area. Another point where those bottoms met is over here somewhere, so we hit it. The next one should be somewhere here. It's not precise, it needs to be drawn much more precise. I just made it for, for the reference, just to show it to you. It works like that. So if you find those cycles on your chart, you can easily find those major turning points, like this one. It's a pretty big one. We are on daily chart here. So this daily chart, probably the next turning point should be somewhere in the area between 27th and 27th January and let's say 4th February. I've done another one on 4-hour chart and it showed me that 31st of January should be a major turning point. We'll watch it later on. Maybe I make a video about it. But let's go further. I want to show you that method, how to do it. So let's go further. Let's go to another chart. So we've got here a chart of Australian dollar against US dollar, and it looks like that. As you know, probably Aussie, it trends in nice waves and it's very easy to determine the cycles over here. But I will show you how to do it in that way to find exact places, exact points on the date line where the markets might turn. So let's go. So First of all, we have to decide where we are at the beginning. Let's say we are somewhere in this area. We got first leg of this triple cycle. So we might say we are somewhere here. Yeah. Okay. Let's presume we are here. I will show you how to draw this, how to determine those places. Okay, I'll do it this way just to show you how easy it is to show you. So we got bottom here and another bottom here. We just take into consideration the points where the market starts rising. It started rising here, and after that it started rising here and made those waves here and so on. So what we do, we get the Gann square, but stay with me, it's just the beginning with the Gann square. Later on, I'll show something much more interesting than the Gann square. And we draw the square in such a way to get point 0.25, which is first quarter of this square or rectangular at the moment, to get it from the bottom to bottom. That's the way how we do it. That's the way how I do. Look, that's the story. Morning glory. Here we are. So we draw it from here to here is 0.25. And now look what happens further. 0.5, we hit the area of the top. 0.75, we hit the area of the bottom. And still another thing, just pay attention where the market reverses here. It reverses in the area of line 0.5. It's pretty important. So the market jumped up and then went further, but we know the most important, what we want to know is a time factor at the moment, where the market will turn. So if we determine this area from 0 to 25, we are sure 100% that the market will return on 0.5, 0.75 and 1. That what indeed happened. Here we had this area determined, but 0.5, the market turned back and started falling the price. On 0.75, the price started rising. On 1, exactly the whole cycle, remember that we started from here. This area we didn't know, but the whole cycle over here, the market, it's not precise again, it needs to be drawn precisely. I cannot say it well, it's small candles here, but just to give you an idea how it works. It's not the end, guys. Stay with me, it's still something much more important than that. I'll show you another thing. So let's move it this way. If you drag this line, I put 0.25, if you drag this 0.25 to the top from this line when it started here and arrived up to here, so we put 0.25 right there. So I will show you what's going to happen. Let's go a little bit further. Here we are. More or less here we are. And so here we got the turning point, more or less. 1 day or it's 4 hours charts. It's 4 to 8 hours difference. So we are the area of the turning point. Somewhere here we stopped here. Yeah. So here's one turning point. Over here. We are on Aussie dollar. On 0.5. On 0.75 is another one. 28th of February. End of February. Guys, watch it here carefully. What's gonna happen? The market will turn. Next one. It's 28th of April 2020. Very important. Look at this. I'm sure it would happen. We will check it out in May. I tell you, we come back to this drawings and to this chart and we'll check it out. One more thing. Don't stay with me. Stand with me. Don't go away yet. let's go back and I'll show you another thing. Oh, we hit it nearly. We hit it nearly. All right, we can do it this way. We can drag in that way that 0.25 we've got here to the top, and this for the smaller time frames. So it's divided. We consider this is the whole cycle. If you add up to this whole cycle another square, look, let's do it. Let's clone this one. We are cloning this one, and let's drag it here and put it here. What happens? What happens? Again, we are nearly the bottom, so the market moved twice. Let's clone it once again. Let's clone it once again, and you will see how the market behaves. It shows you exactly the places. Look, on 0 line, market turned here. Just hit this line. This is also important. Hit 0.25, went up, turned back, and arrived at 1. This is 1. So nearly this price, because this price determines 0.25. And after 3 such cycles, nearly on every of those lines we could determine turning points of the market. Just experiment with it. It's not the end, guys. One more thing. Let me delete those two, and let's get back to our this free version, so it will appear all the time, and will encourage you to just get the paid version. Doesn't matter. So let's try to do it this way somehow, like this. And important thing, when we get again the price, we keep it here. The first impulse, this one. So this is 1. This is 100% move. If we drag a line, let me do it for you. Look, we drag the line over here on 0.25. On this cross, where this 25 crosses this 25. We hit all the tops over here. You can see how the price behaves. Another one, even more important, that one is going through 0.5. Let's drag it this way. You could see that having only this part of the chart up to here, you could determine where the price might go by this line. You know that from here the market, we were somewhere here, that from here the market cannot go further than to this line, to this area. Obviously it is stops taken out long time before, because everybody knew that the market will fall, because the traders, we know is just 100%, is support, this is a resistance area, so money makers, they know that we know where this resistance is. So this is a stop loss cleaning, and before just was a temptation to go up. And after all the stops have been taken, the market collapsed. So those two lines, pretty important. So guys, that's it at the moment. I encourage you to use this, to use the Gann square on TradingView. Use the unpaid version. You don't pay a penny for that. The only thing you have to deal with are those funny adverts of TradingView, but it helps a lot. It's really good stuff. I'm sure you will improve your trading substantially if you use this Gann's square. So that's it from me at the moment. The only thing I'd like to ask you is to share it with friends if it helped you. Someone showed me that before, and I want to give it away for free to the others. do it as well. And in this way, all our trading community will grow better and better. That's it from me at the moment. Thanks very much for watching. Have a nice one. See you next time.